and visited some of the most famous champagne houses that we have in Champagne.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rajdeep Das. I am a first year student from International Institute of Hotel Management, New Delhi.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rumi Dogra. I'm a first year student and from IIHM Delhi.
So, Rumi, can you please introduce our guest of honor for today to all our viewers?
So, our today's guest of honor is Ms. Shail Gupta.
Wow, great. Miss Shail Gupta is here with us today. I have heard a lot of about her working experience. She brings a vast over 18 years of working experience. She has started a journey with Hyatt Regency as a executive housekeeper, and she moved on to the Imperial New Delhi as an assistant manager in housekeeping. And currently, she is serving the DS groups.
Wow, Rajdeep. I think she had a great experience, and I think she will be the one whom we can discuss about facility management.
Yeah, surely. I also believe that she is the right person to take her views on this particular topic, facility management in housekeeping. So, ma'am, we are over glad and we are honored to have you as a guest and take your point of views on facility management. Over to you, ma'am, please.
Thank you, everyone. And it's a very honor to brief the young generation, the young people who are like aspiring uh, into this hospitality and talking about the facility management. Facility management is a totally different experience from my hotel operations because hotel operations are totally set. You do have set standards, you have different departments set into. So it's when you say it's like totally different, it's like a kind of totally upside down setup. So you need to start from hiring till the last thing to close. Everything is into your loop. Whereas in hotels, you are not given such exposure. You are restricting yourself. For an example, when we used to do the floors, so we were restricted to the floors in the terms of, and not for the hiring also, for the how the what is the cost of the thing, how it's a procurement done. So facility management gives you very wide exposure, and your team size also increases in terms of people because it is always the vendor facility, that is like staff is on the vendor payroll. So compliances, everything, payrolls, their salaries are paid on time, or the safety standards you need to follow. So safety is the most important, which is taken care in the facility management.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Correctly said. Ma'am, we would like to know about your professional start.
All right. So it's goes long back way. In 2004, I started my career. So with it's a small resort property in Chhatarpur. It is called Tivoli Gardens and Resort, which was a 45 room inventory only. So I started my career as a housekeeping supervisor only because I used to handle desk and sometimes in the rooms. So I started from there, then moved on to Hyatt Regency with a bigger room inventory of 500 plus as an executive, handling floors, of course, and good exposure because of handling the, knowing about the international standards, handling VIP guests, knowing their preferences. Moving from there, I did join the Imperial New Delhi, which is again a very unique hotel, and it's like with old charm things and working with old staff, knowing them. And knowing our guests, their preference for 7 years, I handled the renovations there, uh, exposures, training to the management trainings. Moving from there with Aman, I did the pre-opening also, JP Palace Agra, and then moving to the facilities to DLF Magnolias in Gurgaon, and then to Cushman and Wakefield handling DLF only, and now to the small operations in with DS Group.
Thank you, ma'am. As you correctly said that facility management and housekeeping in hotel industries are different things, and we also correctly relate to that. As a we are very curious to know that as an individual, how did you tackle that change after working for so many years as an housekeeping in a hotel, and you are serving as a facility manager or a facility management executive. How was the change that you have faced in this industry?
Okay, so the basic housekeeping remains the same. You need to know your standards and policies and procedure. That's the main core of any of the organization or any of the core department. You should be aware. It has to be like very very. Then only you will be able to check the process. Correct? As a like aspiring professionals, policy and procedure complaints arises only when your process fails or the person is not able to complete that task into that set format, right? I'll give you example. In a hotel, the complaint rises, see, something is not clean, maybe bathtub or floor is not clean, because it is not being clean. That is why the complaint rises. All right. And the code has to be very very clear and the robust, and your process has to be very very set. Yeah. However, the facility management is kind of a add-on, because now people from hospitality, especially from the hotels, are being um, taken into the facility management to understand, because the eye for detail of the hospitality people who have worked in the hotel, are very very high. And that is why the people are being into the facility management. And facility management, it is again like I mentioned earlier also, the facility aspect, the safety standards are being taken very very critically, because you are handling with the third party vendors, you are handling too many people, you are working in high rise buildings. So safety standards has to be very very high. However, the standard remains the same all over.
That's really great. That's really great, ma'am. You had a really great experience in this hospitality industry. So, ma'am, what challenges you face in day-to-day operations, like your in this industry, you have faced a lot of things. So, what challenges you face in day-to-day operations?
Sorry, ma'am, you were inaudible for a bit of time. So,
Yeah.
could you please
Hmm.
repeat yourself so that that is clear to all our viewers?
All right.
Ma'am,
I was not able to hear that question. Can you repeat that question?
surely, ma'am.
Ma'am, what challenges you have faced in your day-to-day operations?
All right. Challenges. So again, it's a good or a bad. I take it as a good, because when there are no challenges, you don't feel motivated yourself. So challenges are, of course, because you are in the working with the vendors. The attrition is there of the staff, and untrained staff is again a challenge. But you need to ensure that you are training your staff, because you want your work standard and policy and procedures to be set. That's the main criteria, and main these challenges we face in day-to-day facility management. And moreover, now we are in the mall, so mall is a commercial place for the like, you cannot stop anyone, anybody can access the mall. And wherein in hotels, there are only restricted people who are coming, whether they're for dining or staying. And different people, they're not open for everyone. So kind of a crowd we manage, and the crowd management and the dealing with people is very very important and challenging on a daily basis.
Thank you, ma'am. I was very motivated that you have say the challenges comes or arises when there is unskilled staff. So, ma'am, how do you motivate the housekeeping or the facility management staffs to take the level best out of them?
It
Hmm.
was really
See, alright. So housekeeping, as you say, it's a very monotonous and daily routine job. Whether there's a customer, guest, or resident, you have to clean. And so it's like every day you have to come with the same mindset. Oh my God, you have to do this work, and so people who are working, they are performing basically. So you need to motivate in terms of we do rewards and recognitions every month, basically boys who are maintaining their areas very nicely without any follow-ups or without any supervisor on their head, or their absenteeism, or they are well groomed, or they are very honest in submitting or depositing their lost and found from the areas. So that's how we motivate, because that's a very nice thing. We do certification to them, and we do take their briefings also, because generally the briefings are taken by their supervisors and debriefings are taken by their supervisors. So we take it on a weekly basis. So we motivate in terms of appreciating their work.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your remarkable words. It was a really great session with you. And ma'am, our last
Thank you.
question is like any message you want to share with all the viewers. And as a student, I also want to know about that you have a very good experience about hospitality industry, 14 years experience, like more than 14 years of experience. So any message for us that you want to share with us?
Mhm. So, hospitality, you need to have a passion for zeal, self motivation. You need to be every day is a learning day. Today, also, I am learning, as in recent last year, we did well being certification audits, was what was the first time for me, because for any building to be a well certification, so I was the one point of contact. So, every day you need to be open to learn, enhance your skills, and motivate. Passion is very important for anything, whatever you are doing, you're enjoying. So from day one, it was housekeeping for me. I never thought of other department. I never thought of, oh my God, what I have done, I should have gone to the front office or F&B. It This department keeps me moving, learning day to day. So I just want that students who are thinking of getting into or scared, like many students get scared of housekeeping is a very tough job. But there is a very wide exposure, and now facility management getting into. So housekeeping role is growing, even the promotion chances, even the growth factor in the career pathways, like very bright.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for a wonderful session. We are hoping to uh, we are hoping to welcome you again in our IHM studio.
And we are grateful to see you here. And in again, we will meet you again in the next session, surely.
So this is Rajdeep and this is
And this
Bhumi
is Bhumi.
signing off from the International Institute of Hotel Management New Delhi studio. And thank you for joining us and have a nice day to all our viewers.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Thank you.